I'm going to walk you through full end-to-end what it is like to work with Ginger and Carrot Productions, because I feel like this is something I don't talk about enough. So as an agency founder, one of the things that I do with every single client at the onset of our call is we have a discovery session. What this is, and this is a free call, but this is every project starts here, even if it's a free project. Like, we sit and talk about what their goals are, what's going on in their business, why they want to create the content, what they've tried before. Sometimes we just let them rant. It depends on what brings them to us. Some people come out of frustration from another agency. Some people come because they're working on something and they're genuinely looking for the right production partners. But in general, I try to stay and listen as much as possible and note take and find any kind of through lines or any kind of threads. Usually that's where some of those seedling ideas for the creative direction is going to come from. And then it gets me a clear understanding of how to measure success. Then I tell the client, okay, this is what we can do, or this is what my best recommendation is. Sometimes that recommendation is to work with somebody else, because a lot of times people come to us when what they really need is like a brand refresh, or what they really need is someone to do their ads, or, you know, a prayer. I don't know. Like, sometimes content is not the answer to like every business problem. And I think a lot of people think that it is. So I always make it clear where we fit in and where they have to do some work first and then come back to us. So I don't just take on anything just to take it on. And then after we make a recommendation, I say, okay, I think we should do a long format video. I think we'll do social cut downs, blah, blah, blah. It'll check the evergreen box. It'll check the social box. It'll be uplifting for the team to even go through the process. Then we schedule a date. Now, this date is going to be for the photo shoot or the video shoot. And prior to that, we have a creative planning meeting. We come to this meeting prepared with ideas to pitch, prepared with mood boards, and usually that came from the discovery call. So this is where we're going to make all the creative decisions. We're going to get the outline of the shot list together and make those decisions together. Even if I'm creative directing, I'm pitching those ideas to you and making sure that you love those ideas. So we have the shot list, we have the mood board, we know what we're doing, we know what it's going to look like, we know the team that we're going to hire if that's relevant. And then we move on to the photo shoot day. Photo shoot day is just checking off the box, checking off the list items, right? We've already done the heavy lifting of all the decision making ahead of time. So photo shoot day, we're just knocking them out. Boom, 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 boom. Like, there shouldn't be any figuring out on that day. And then it goes into post-production. Post-production is usually pretty seamless because we do so much work on the front end. So we're not making magic in the editing room because a lot of those decisions were already made. All we're doing, again, is executing. There's usually 1 to 3 rounds of revisions. Usually after the second round of revisions, we're done. We're straight, right? So if it really needed work, if there was a disconnect or miscommunication or difficulty coordinating with the team, usually we'll get into that third round. But that's why there's 3 rounds, is to like catch those things. But we don't deliver anything that you're not gonna love. Like, I would rather have to do a reshoot for free than deliver something that you don't love that you're not going to use, because clients are going to leave happy. Come hell or high water, clients are going to leave happy. So that's the full cycle. That can go anywhere from a couple of days to our longest project lasted like 3 months, right? It just depends on the scope of work, the amount of people involved, the amount of revisions, the timelines, and things like that. Timelines are usually something that's based on what the client wants. If it's something that needs to happen right now, then we'll make it happen right now. But then the price is going to reflect that. If this is something that's going to be the project for the quarter, okay, we can space it out and take our time and really like make something that's a little bit longer lasting, a little bit more foundational. So all of that context is what we discuss with the client. So that's basically the full cycle. On average, it's about 2 to 4 weeks. For the bigger production, long format clients, narrative driven, script had to be written, all of that, it could be like 6 weeks. But we usually move pretty fast because, you know, content needs to come out now, and timing does matter. So that's what it's like to work with us. So if that's something that you're curious about, all of our information is in the description box, and I'll link it below.